So yeah, this is episode 5.
Wow, 5.
5,
yeah.
wow. Welcome to a podcast. This is the Telefy FM podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Ryan.
And we do a podcast every week here.
We do.
Sitting at my...
Ready
table.
or not, here we are.
Yeah, well, we're never ready.
We're never ready.
I forget the camera's on every week. Every week it slips my mind.
Hello.
Oh, so like, as I've been saying, I was playing a lot of Bad Company 2 lately.
Uh-huh.
Bad Company 2, I think, is the best Battlefield game they ever made.
Never played it.
It's... The story's... this late into the game, I wouldn't go into it for multiplayer, although at the time that was great.
Let me just say that I've noticed a lot of this podcast is one of us recommending something, the other one's like, never heard of it.
It's great. No, Bad Company is fantastic. You should do it. It came out in like 2011, which is, I was like in middle school.
The only thing I can think of is Mercenaries Army of Two, for some reason.
Oh, Army of Two is good. Army of Two is hella good.
I played it for a little while. I couldn't get the two-person dynamic. Like, I have a hard enough time with switching between people in GTA 5.
It was a strange game because you had to like balance how much attention one was getting and the other one was sneaky, and one was the big guy, so you always wanted the small guy to be the sneaky one, but it never worked out that way because he's loud.
Yeah.
Anyway. I want to play Mercenaries. I remember the first Mercenaries game. In my mind, that's a beautiful game.
But then you play it?
I haven't played it since.
Oh, wow.
In my mind, it's just like this really like realistic video game about hijacking helicopters with grappling hooks.
Wait, are you thinking of that one or Just Cause?
Just Cause, I actually never
Because
played.
that one's got the grappling hook.
I mean, Mercenaries had like it had something so you get in the helicopters.
Oh, okay.
But my memory's foggy at this point. I think it came out in like 2005.
The only thing I would do in Just Cause is I'd take that hand-mounted grappling hook and I would attach one end to a person, the other end to a car, and then I would startle the car and they would drive off.
Now, is that 2 or 3?
3?
Okay.
I think it was.
3's the one on PlayStation 4. I love playing 3 so much.
I had it on the Xbox 360, so it may have been 2. Because it was free on...
No, yeah, that was definitely 2.
Yeah.
3, you can do some cool stuff in 3. You can like manually release the things, or you can make them pull or push. So like you can have like a car in the back of like an airplane. You can be like surfing the car and then make it drop the car out of the airplane. It's just,
Triple X shit.
It's just fun, man. It's just enjoyable.
Attach someone else's car to someone else's airplane and just watch them play tug of war.
Yeah, that was always the funnest thing, that when there was like a car chase or anything, just like to grapple like the front of their car to the ground and just watch them flip. Yeah, Dark Knight style.
I do that in GTA 5. I get a tow truck, which this is by far and away one of the most fun things I've done. I'll just drive a tow truck around, get in front of somebody on the highway and jack their car and drive off before they can get out of it. Excellent. It's a little sadistic, but it's fun. Good. That whole game.
No, yeah. It's always a little bit... You feel like you've won something that they didn't want you to win when you hijack a car that still has a person in the passenger seat and they don't get out. It's like...
Oh, I took a whole family one time.
Yeah. I'm better than these people. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, have you been watching anything this week?
I watched a movie called The Ref last night.
As in, like, the referee?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Kevin Spacey, Dennis Leary, and I can't remember the name who plays the wife, but she's incredibly forgettable.
That sounds like another movie entirely. Kevin Spacey. See, Dennis Leary should be hunting down a serial killer who happens to be Kevin Spacey. No.
Judy Davis.
Judy Davis.
And my computer just restarted for some reason. Okay.
That happens.
We'll come back to that. But no, it's about this cat burglar Dennis Leary plays, who breaks into a house in this small community with just stupid cops, and he is trying to run from the cops because he triggered the alarm system, and he takes Kevin Spacey and his wife kind of hostage to hide, and Kevin Spacey and his wife are in this awful relationship. Like they're going to marriage counseling, they're always arguing with each other the entire time, and like he's in the car with them going to their house, and he's like, great, I kidnapped my parents.
That actually sounds pretty hilarious.
But it's kind of this, like, he is the ref, quote unquote, because he's
between those two.
Yeah, exactly. He helps them through their marital issues.
You
basically.
know what? I was worried it was going to be a sports thing.
Nope. Good. No sports involved, but it was absolutely hilarious. It was Kevin Spacey and Dennis Leary, both definitely in their prime.
Excellent.
It was definitely worth a watch. 96, I think.
Okay. You said Kevin Spacey's prime, and it's like, it's been a little while.
Yeah, he peaked. 94.
94. No, yeah, that sounds about right. Those came out in 94.
But it was freaking hilarious. My sister?
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, Kurt Cobain's death.
That's what it was. Big one.
Yeah, it's an important date for me and Tanis. Oh God, Tanis! I wish it was so better.
Yeah, I think Tanis wishes it was better.
I've been spending today and yesterday. I watched Atlanta, the FX series.
The one with
it's actually incredible. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. I do love. I'm going in biased because I love Donald Glover's music, but I haven't seen him in Community. He's good, supposedly.
Oh, he's hilarious.
In The Martian, he was great.
Yeah, he was.
He shows up and he just plays Donald Glover.
Uh-huh.
But in this, it's great. He plays this kind of up and coming rappers management.
Uh-huh.
So he's not great at anything.
Okay.
There's a point at which there's this nightclub that's supposed to pay Donald Glover the money for the guy being there, and he keeps trying to track him down, and he keeps disappearing. At one point, Donald Glover turns away, and in the background, the guy hits the wall, and the wall turns like one of those old bookcases. It's just gone. There's so many kooky fucking things in that, and then this bartender gives him a shot because she saw it and she's making a joke about it, and then later she tells him how to get through the wall, and he goes to the wall, and he goes and finds this guy who's supposed to give him the money, and he can't intimidate him.
He's not a physically imposing man.
Yeah, he doesn't kick open the door so much to his office as he just falls through the door and then pukes on the floor, but not in a demeaning way or just a really sad way, because he's just standing there and then just vomit. He doesn't look down. He just looks at the guy and says, I want my money.
I need it, clearly.
And the whole time people keep giving him shots, and he's like, I don't like shots. No, it's great. Wow. It's a beautiful show. You should definitely watch it.
I will add that to the list of things.
It's only 10 episodes, and each episode's the shortest I think a show can be, which is 25 minutes. But it's good. I want to see more of it. It's weird to see. I'm unfamiliar with shows being set in a place that I know. I'm used to we're going to Hell's Kitchen, we're going to bust up the Bronx, we're going to do some shit in Harlem.
Whereas you actually know Atlanta.
Yeah, they said Little 5 Points, so I was like, what?
I've been a Little 5 Points.
That's nuts. And there was a thing on the TV that said, tonight at the Cobb County, where it's okay. I understand vaguely what you're talking about, more so than in New York. But yeah.
Let's see here. I also finished What Shameless is on Netflix.
Shameless, and this is the American, right?
Yes, I finished the first 6 seasons finally. Waiting for season 7 to hit Netflix. I may stream it before that, but because the projections say it'll be out in September.
Okay.
And then Jess and I just finished watching the second season of Voltron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the new one?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The reboot deal. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it's still a little campy and kids cartoony, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Sweet. I wish I had more time to watch cartoons. I've been wanting to go back and watch some things not Beavis and Butthead. I feel like that'd be kind of a waste. I was never in the Beavis and Butthead, to be honest.
Angry Beavers. Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. I need to watch.
Stimpy, you idiot.
Yeah. I want to go back and watch shows that people say have more meaning when you watch them as adults.
Rolls downstairs alone or in pairs with all of your neighbor's dog. Long.
I watched Billy and Mandy once a year ago. Yeah, but
yeah.
I noticed some references that I hadn't when I was a kid. Have I told you about this?
I don't think so.
There's a part, it's the second episode, I think. But it's the one where Grim wakes up and he has a dragon lady skull wife thing. Okay. And he has a death mansion. There's
okay.
He's this is not my beautiful home. This is not my beautiful wife. And then it fades out and then he wakes up in Billy's room and Billy's over him going, same as it ever was, same as it ever was, same as it ever was, it's Talking Head lyrics.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, no, I would have no idea what that meant when I originally watched it, but a year ago I was listening to a lot of David Byrne.
It's it's probably fairly well known at this point, but the Animaniacs Prince joke.
Oh,
did you ever catch that one?
No.
They were the Animaniacs had been hired to solve a mystery or something, and at one point, I think it was Yakko. He tells the girl to search for Prince, right? And she goes away. She comes back and she's holding Prince, the man. And he goes, no, I said fingerprints. And she goes, I don't think so. And Prince just looks at her like,
Oh, Prince. God, I miss Prince. Do you watch New Girl? Have you seen a lot of New Girl?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a Zoe Deschanel person.
I am, in some way. She's tangentially connected to my life through Twin Peaks, because her mom's in Twin Peaks as Donna's mother.
Okay.
So I just have to be connected with Bones and also New Girl.
Can't stand that entire family's kind of forced quirkiness.
Yeah, Forced Quirk is actually my new Star Wars spinoff. Forced Quirk.
The Force of Quirkins.
The Force of Quirkins. The Last Jedi. From his Gorgons.
Quirkcast.
Yeah, Quirkcast.
Episode 5. There's the title.
No, I appreciate, I don't know, I appreciate what they do. I like her music sometimes. It kind of reminds me of Regina Spektor, who I also enjoy.
A little bit.
Yeah, Regina Spektor has a tendency to get real poetic with it and have a lot of like metaphors and shit, man.
Real deep, bro.
Real deep. Whereas Zoe Deschanel does not. And you can see that two ways. You can see it as like her forced quirkiness, just not being very creative with it, or that she's willing to just put it all out there, man, just like front and center.
From what I've read, it's mainly a case of I'm not trying to do anything special. I'm just doing something to have fun.
I enjoy that. That's the thing that you can do.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I feel that. I was actually one of the reasons I like Atlanta so much. I've been thinking about this because it's like a. It talks about race issues and stuff, which I mean isn't something that I know a lot about or can talk about. So it's interesting to see something like that in a field that would be cool to work in, like music.
Yeah.
It's just like something I'm completely. It's a show that I like seeing because I had no experience with that in like real life.
Yeah. It's kind of something you can take a fresh perspective on.
Right. Yeah, you can walk around, you can like have questions about this kind of stuff, but like you watch something like that, and it's like the people who are involved with it are saying stuff about it, and you're like, okay, I'm down with this. It's one of the reasons I like Childish Gambino so much, because he's
perfect.
He's a learned man. He's saying things. I just enjoy his presence.
Friggin' hilarious.
He's great. Oh god.
Man does everything. Real Renaissance man.
I wish his new album was better. I didn't see that. I'm sure people like it somewhere. It's fine. Yeah, Florida man. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into Florida woman.
Because last week I did.
You're right.
I
was going to hold you to that, and I completely out of my head.
Well, I held myself to it.
All right. So we got Florida woman.
Alrighty. So this is from the Florida Woman Twitter page. Has not been updated since January 24th, so this is old news, but old is still good in this case. Florida woman accused of trespassing onto Trump resort, smearing cars with bananas. Because shit would have been a little too on the nose. Bananas makes you wonder.
This is one of those ones where I really just want to fight for this person.
And her right to artistic interpretation.
Yeah, I really think Judith in this situation...
Judith.
Yeah, really had the right idea, and I imagine her not as the typical Florida woman, which is like kind of like a bath salts crazed fiend.
You mean like the main picture of the profile?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I anticipate when I hear the words Florida woman. Mm-hmm. So-and-so. And that's what I imagine, like a kind of a well-off person, you know, in pantsuit, dressed like Hillary Clinton. Might be Hillary Clinton. I don't know. Definitely one of Hillary Clinton's aides. Mm-hmm. Name rhymes with Billary Sinton. I don't know. I appreciate that one more than
That's Bill's Tinder handle.
He's a fantastic, smooth-talking hillbilly. We should elect Emperor of the United States of America.
Hey, little man, I like your button.
Oh, God.
All right.
That stand-up is one of the best ever.
Mm-hmm. Florida woman pays $50,000 to punch Martin Shkreli in his dumb, smug face.
Yeah.
Do you remember Martin Shkreli?
I remember Martin Shkreli. He's been on pictures lately.
Okay.
In reference to Trump.
In the pictures?
In the pictures! Yeah, I'm into that one, too. These are all social justice warriors. I'm on board with them. No,
Florida's so progressive.
Yeah.
Florida woman surprised to learn car she set on fire doesn't belong to her ex-boyfriend.
Ah, damn.
Whoops. I hate when that happens.
I hate that.
Just the worst.
If only it had, then she wouldn't be in any trouble.
Exactly. You know, I mean, that is actually under Florida law. It's not only allowed but encouraged.
Miami PD.
Vigilante justice. Yeah. Florida Batman.
I watched a short video. It was with Corridor Digital. They put it up like that Friday, and it's anatomically correct Spider-Man. And what it is it's like an origin story of Spider-Man mixed in with like him finding a goon. Okay. And he shoots webs out of his anus. I don't know how else to put that. It's all like pixelated.
How else would you put that?
There's like there's the suit, And, like, little pink pixelated heart. It was pretty entertaining.
He's wearing, like, the full body, like, footy pajamas with the butt flap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
Now, is it a zipper or Velcro or buttons? These are important questions.
I feel like it would have to be... It would have to be Velcro. Magnets? No, it's not stable enough. He's swinging from building to building.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it has to be Velcro.
And Velcro does stick even when it's wet, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly. But after a while, you'd have to replace it.
Yeah, because you can also put lint and shit in there. Mainly lint. Hopefully he wipes better than that. But...
I bet he gets a lot of web.
Yeah. Oh, God. Web dingleberry. Anyways, Florida woman who doesn't speak Spanish sues for discrimination after she's denied job as Spanish teacher.
Now, this is the first one today. Well, no, second one today. That I'm like, I don't think I'm on board with this person. But if I were in her position, I would do much the same.
She just walks in, she's like, it's because I'm white, ain't it?
Yeah, I would also like that. I would like a job, and I would like, if I didn't speak Chinese, I would like not to be fired.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Naked Florida woman threatens to blow up police while huffing from propane tank.
Now, hold on, question. I like her.
Does that answer your question?
I like her.
We have customers that look like her.
Yeah, they're always... You have a point. Now, my main question is, all the police or just specific police officers?
Naples police found Sarah Jo Longacre naked and sucking on a propane tank in her garage. She was arrested and charged with threatening to... I'm not going to bring up the whole article, but I'm guessing it was just the police that found her.
Okay, that's fair.
She didn't walk into a police station naked with a propane tank, just like, I'm gonna do it!
She's like a special type zombie in Left 4 Dead. She's like, I'm here to do this.
That's
this is my one job.
Her propane tank, but you gotta get distance.
You have to shoot her in the propane tank, yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't just shoot her in the body, where all the propane is. Oh, God.
And then the last one.
All right.
Florida woman quits job so she can breastfeed her boyfriend full time.
Yo, I fucking heard about this with breastfeeding. Adults is so weird, man.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't mean to say that women shouldn't breastfeed, but
there is a cutoff age.
That is so strange. It's upsetting in a lot of ways. A lot of strange ways.
Like, scientifically, there's no set point in which a woman should not be breastfeeding her child anymore, because it's not necessarily bad for them.
Sure.
But, like, in a societal way, there is definitely a cutoff.
Yeah.
Like, when you start measuring in years as opposed to months when it comes to age, fucking stop.
It's kind of
my baby is 96 months old.
Yeah.
Your baby's 8.
Yeah, your baby's 8 years old. Get him off your titty.
Let him go.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold him anymore. They can stand up and get at it.
At this point, he's not a baby. He's a nipple clamp.
Mm-hmm. 3rd grade is a little late.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hate to be those people who are like, something about this generation. But, like...
Oh, no, the words entitled little shit came out of my mouth the other day for the first time.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Jeez.
And I hated it. I was trying to explain how cable worked to an 11-year-old.
Yeah, her.
And we were watching Chopped, and she was like, can't we just fast forward through the commercials, or can't we skip them? And I was like, this is live. It's not YouTube.
Right.
You can't just skip ahead. She's like, why? And it was one of those, because fuck you, that's why moments. But I was just like, you just can't, okay? God, your entire generation is a bunch of entitled little shits. And then I went, oh, Christ, I'm turning into my mother.
I mean, it to some extent, it's true, but then
every generation has its entitlements.
Yeah. Hey, I actually have a thing to show you that won't be good for the podcast, but I'll just mention it right now, since we're talking about entitled shits. Have you checked out this app called Albert?
Albert.
I started using it. It's a money-saving app.
Oh, is that like Acorn?
Kind of, except you put all your accounts into it, and it tells you...
Albert.io?
I'm not sure. It's just Albert on my phone. But it's just like, hey, this is how much you're spending every month. This is how much you're taking in. Stop spending so much, dickhead. You spent 7% of your entire monthly budget on bars and restaurants. So I'm like, all right.
Problem is it doesn't track your cash, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having with it, but it puts it into your budget.
Yeah, well, that's why I use the spending tracker app, and if you use BB&T, they have a budgeting system you can use through their app.
Well, this one also has like a savings account you can do with it, so it's kind of like Acorns in that way.
Will it round up your purchases and stuff?
No, just every month it takes either 5, 10, or 20, depending on how much money you have.
Type of deal.
Yeah, Hold on, let me lock it. But yeah, thought I'd show you that because it's a fun thing that I've been doing to save me money. As you can see here, there's my debt, and there's my bank accounts. And I haven't set up the savings account yet, but I plan on doing that. And it has like your budgets and stuff.
And broken down by what you're spending.
Yeah, and then bills, and I think it takes what it identifies as bills. And you can go set up which are bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same as the BB&T thing.
Yeah. I like this little guy. I think it's going to be useful until I forget about it in a week and stop using it, which happens to be the case with many apps. I had to stop using Acorns because I ran into like a little pinch there for a second. I needed that $20 back.
Cashing out.
It was like 5 to 7 days. I'm glad I didn't now. Oh, God. Yeah. Listen, Jerry, I'll see you Wednesday. I need this money now.
Can you front it to me?
Yeah, I just I need a loan.
Reminds me of we were talking about Spider-Man, and now we're talking about what I assume are Jewish stockbrokers.
Yes. Jerry Spiderman, Joel Spiderman. Spiderman.
But no, there's a Game Grumps joke where they talk about Soul Spiderman.
Oh, Soul Spiderman.
And he's just swinging around. He's like, "Oh, this pollen is killing me."
Have you ever seen the Kroll Show?
No.
You
were looking it up because John Mulaney's on it.
Right. I got drunk and
That's Nick Kroll, right?
Yeah, and he actually there's a theater teacher here who's head of the theater department. Her name's Karen. I forget her last name.
Okay.
It's probably best I don't mention it anyway.
Yeah. Karen.
Yes. She was talking, and she actually. Now she says this to a lot of people, so I'm not necessarily sure if it's true. But she was in charge at the school she was at of the improv team that was there, that was home to one John Mulaney, Nick Kroll, and I forget the other guy. He came out with a movie about SNL recently. Mike Berlanchi?
Movie about SNL. Saturday Night Live. No, that's not it. Wasn't MacGruber, was it? Like, was it?
It was Mike Birbiglia.
Oh, okay.
His name is Mike Birbiglia. Yeah, it's Don't Think Twice. It just came to me. But yeah, she apparently taught those people, and apparently had to sit down John Mulaney and talk to him about how he was ruining his life with drugs. And that's a detail she likes to share with people.
A man who used to do anything.
I look like I've been behind this curtain for 20 years eating saltines and water.
Eat something, large child.
No, I love John Mulaney so much. Oh, God. I want a new stand-up from him every day.
Well, get on it, damn it.
Yeah.
Call him up, be like, you have a job to do, boy.
I was the reason I brought up the Kroll Show, that they have a sketch that's these elderly, I assume Jewish people in New York.
Oh yeah, no, they were on Conan.
They have the wigs.
Yeah,
yeah. It's like, welcome to Tuna Tuesday. Today's the tuna prank, and it's just like this really dry. They sit down with this guy and they do like a half-baked interview for a second, and they're like, well, today's our prank day, so we're gonna prank you. Get ready for a prank.
No, it wasn't Conan. It was John Mulaney and Nick Kroll on Jimmy Fallon, and they were playing Pictionary.
Okay, great.
It did not end well.
Is that one of those ones where he's in a beard?
I don't think he had a beard at that point.
John Mulaney's going salt and pepper recently.
Really?
With his beard, yeah. His hair is still pretty black, but his beard's more grayish.
Let's see here. Images. No, they were clean shaven at that point.
Oh.
But they were playing with Meg Ryan was on Nick Kroll's team, I think. No, Meg Ryan was on Jimmy Fallon's team. And Nick Kroll and John Mulaney were together, and they killed it.
Good. I love those two. I want them to have the most success ever. I like that Mike Birbiglia is also just split off from their group.
He is his own man now.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about?
I'm just thinking, man.
You do that a lot.
Yeah. No, I just think it's hilarious. It's been a weird week. I've been drunk a lot last week. Yeah.
Bought a bottle of scotch.
Yeah, so I need scotch. I haven't had scotch in a while. I have like 24 bottles of Yingling in there and all this scotch.
Go to Tipsy's. They've got a decent bottle for like $25.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't have money for liquor right now, Ryan. We all know that.
I know.
What it was?
I mean,
what
my
was,
high class liquor.
Yeah, what was that amount I just showed you? Negative $2,398.
Yeah, something like that. What's the thing that if you have no debt and have $5 in your bank account, you're richer than like 70% of Americans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
My app tells me that I am in fact doing better than 50% of the people who are using the app, which I mean is probably already a small sample.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But those people are interested in their financial health at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm doing okay. It says like your debt should be less than half of your annual earnings as like a rule, and you're doing okay.
If we're doing just credit card debt, then yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
If we're doing
No,
student loan
we're
debt,
not talking about that. We can't talk about student loan debt.
That's 2 years of income for me.
Yeah, if it's student loan debt, then I actually owe the federal government enough to pay back the deficit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, if I were to be put into federal prison and let out only to work, and
Yeah.
all of my money were to go towards my student loan debt, essentially, if I was an indentured servant for Wells Fargo,
Right. Oh God, Wells Fargo too.
yeah, no, that's mainly that's who I owe most of my money to. But yeah, if I were an indentured servant for Wells Fargo, I could pay it off in 2 years, which is sounding less bad every day.
Yeah. I wonder how you know that. I wonder if it's because like the accounting, or you just like you've gone in and like there's an option for it on the thing. Like you didn't have to figure it out yourself. You like there's an option. It's like try the indentured servitude plan.
I kind of like, you know, that joke about how like, oh, I can't afford my bill, I guess I gotta pay dishes, or I gotta wash dishes.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was that option for like student loan debt.
I wish there was that option actually in real life. People make that joke all the time where it's like, oh, you can't pay your bill for your nice dinner. Get back there and wash some dishes. Like, that's not how it is. You can't do that, man.
No.
They're just going to be disappointed with you and you're going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll call the cops.
Yeah.
Like, Amy would call the cops.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Would.
Yeah.
Has.
Has many times. We have, like, case numbers behind the counter. Yeah.
Plural.
Yeah. That's fun. But most places would probably just be disappointed with you and tell you to leave.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
Or they would take like a driver's license or something as collateral, and you have to pay your bill before you got it back.
Which I always think is strange. I don't think anybody should ever take a driver's license from
Or
somebody.
something to that effect.
No, yeah, but people do it like gun stores and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it disables you. You're completely disabled as an adult human being if someone takes your driver's license from you.
Yeah. Especially if you get pulled over as much as the people we know do.
Yeah, it's almost worth it to have just a fake. Just
This is fair.
yeah.
Here's my student ID.
Here's collateral. There you go.
I can get another one for $15.
Yeah, it's just paper. Just
Mm-hmm.
it's printed in folded paper. And it's like, what's this?
It's a swan, but if you open it up, it's got my picture on it.
It's a library card. In case you need some books. No, yeah.
Learn you a thing, son.
I need to quit processed sugar.
I.e. soda
Yeah.
and candies and such.
Yes. Oh, it's gonna hurt. I haven't smoked a cigarette in a whole day. I'm proud of myself. Keep in mind, I could walk at any point to Golden Pantry with my. I cashed out yesterday with like $450 something because I got paid. So.
And then it all went bye-bye.
Well, yeah.
Pay rent.
I have a lot of money to pay to people. Actually, this is a nice point in the month to be kind of, I guess, financially liquid.
For now.
Yeah, for a second here, because at the end of the month, it never happens.
You're not really liquid right now because it's money that you're going to owe in the future.
Yeah. I've actually been surviving when I didn't have money by using my credit cards, which is how they get you, and I have to pay them money.
Yeah, that's a situation that my wife and I are in right now.
I've had a Discover card since May of last year.
Those things build up quick. We're actually on the building and protecting your credit section of my personal finance class.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Basically, it's just common sense that nobody listens to.
Yeah, nobody listens.
Having a credit card is the worst thing you can do for your credit score.
I
Because
guarantee.
psychologically, no one is prepared to manage that level
It's stressful.
of power.
Yeah. For a while, I didn't use any of my credit cards because I put them in a box with some like totems, keepsakes, and I put them away.
Your little top,
Yeah, like little.
your Inception top.
Yeah, I'm in a dream. I've been in a dream this whole time. I got tired of life and I need to come here. There's that character in Man High Castle actually who's similar to that. Anyway, tangent. Yeah, I know the second I pay off my Discover card, which is a $500 limit, I will go and spend that on a new PlayStation.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I don't know. I tend to follow the philosophy that we should live every day as if it's our last. So in that case, spend it all. Spend it all. Go nuts.
Keep borrowing, and it might be.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah,
They'll send Vinny after you with a baseball bat.
Yeah, as long as he brings cigarettes, am I right? They'll even give prisoners cigarettes. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean...
Cigarettes and anal sex. The Sing Sing story.
There's another joke in Atlanta near the beginning where he's like, this guy's in like the holdup before he gets to like his cell, and there's like in Atlanta jail
Processing type of deal.
Yeah, they're all just been sitting there. They've been sitting there for like 10 hours and they haven't gone to sleep.
Okay.
And one guy's like talking to this, what you can figure out is a transsexual female who was a man, and she's being held with the men.
Okay.
And they're talking, and then someone asks something about her being a transsexual female, and he goes, "Hey man, that's my girl from home." He's like, "Yo, that's not a girl." And then like the whole lockup's like telling him like he's gay, and he's like, "I'm not gay." He's like crying, and he's like, "Yo, this is prison. You guys do that anyway." And he was like, the other guy from across there was like, "That's jail. You just gay." The show's so good. I love it so much. We're just cowards.
I served my nickel.
Yeah.
You ain't taking me back.
The idea that kind of stuff is just it's just prison, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
This ain't prison, it's jail. He'll be out in a week.
Oh yeah. God. Have you ever been like arrested and put in lockup?
No, I have not. I've never been detained against my will.
I've never been arrested. I've been
Apprehended.
patted down.
Okay.
All right, from line I'm dying. Patted down, and I was given a ride in a cop car to a local gas station.
For what?
There are details I don't want to get into. I'm just saying this is what happened to me.
Okay.
I was patted down. Some very nice cops. They gave me a ride to a place because the vehicle that I was in is no longer available for service, and I had to go somewhere else.
I see.
Yes. I was actually near Atlanta at the time, near Atlanta is relative.
Yeah, Atlanta is massive.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like LA, but it's like a sprawl.
It depends on what you consider Atlanta.
Yeah, people say Tri-City area, and you're like, there's like 8.
Yeah. Like, are we talking inside the perimeter, or...?
No, we're talking perimeter. Yeah, right where the highway loops around.
Fun.
It's fun. I don't know. Being arrested scares the hell out of me.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. I'm never going to hold a job that's anything that would ever look for anything like that.
Yeah. Just the process in general is a frightening thought.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get pretentious about it...
To my white privileged self.
Yeah. Ooh, jail.
I'm a very pretty man. I would not survive long in jail.
A customer called me a purdy birdie yesterday.
Purdy birdie.
Yeah, and then later an older black fellow called me a young fella. A young fella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fun. He looked like... actually, he gave me a thought because he was wearing a fedora, and I was like, the only man who can wear a fedora is Denzel Washington and get away with it. I think that's a pretty solid statement.
I don't know. Pharrell Williams seems to get away with it.
Pharrell gets away with a lot of hats.
He does. Like the fucking Arby's hat. He looks like a Mountie.
He does. He looks like a Mountie. I love Pharrell.
Are you happy, eh?
The Atlanta soundtrack has a lot of really great music in it that I want to listen to on my delivery shift. I actually downloaded the whole soundtrack to my Spotify.
I started listening to a new podcast called Holy Fucking Science. It's the people who created SciShow doing an adult science podcast where they swear quite a bit, and it's kind of fun.
That could be cool.
Because the SciShow is very, it's very kid friendly. Like, they don't swear, they don't get into risque topics or anything like that. But like on the podcast, they just let loose, and I'm just like, yes, good.
Have you seen like the commercials for Bill Nye Saves the World?
I've seen it pop up a couple of times, but I haven't watched any.
I don't know. There's a guy that I enjoy his stuff, Mike Drucker, who's writing it. He wrote some stuff for IGN. He had a show in there, but he also wrote some. I think was it Jimmy Fallon? Yeah, it was Fallon. So I want to watch some of that.
Cool.
I tried watching People vs. O.J. Simpson.
Is that any good? Could you get past John Travolta?
No.
That hair.
Shapiro. It's the face he's doing the entire time. I swear to God, he's acting like there are wires in his face and they're keeping them there. He's the entire
There might
time,
actually be.
He's looking like this. Even when he's like expressing emotion, he's still. I'm angry. It's just ridiculous the entire time watching him do anything.
It's like, you know why I'm mad? No, I didn't even know that you were mad.
It stresses me out because I want him to stop. I want the tape to stop, and I want John Travolta to come out of whatever he's doing. I want his face to relax.
He just molts.
He's like focusing too hard on like the face, and it just cracks, and slips.
Hang on, stable.
God, that show's weird. I enjoyed it for like a couple episodes, then I got tired of it. Apparently, there's like a 30 for 30 or something about him. There's like a document. Is the X NFL series?
Okay.
There's one that was funded through a sports program that's like a documentary miniseries. It's like 8-hour long episodes that I've heard some very good things about. Specifically
About John Travolta?
No, about the OJ thing.
Oh, okay. So you said 30 for 30, and we were talking about John Travolta, and I was like, the fuck?
You don't remember that season he played football?
I know OJ played, but...
Yeah, he was in the XFL. No. They mentioned Atlanta a lot in that, too.
Like the show or the city?
Why not both? Yeah, the city.
Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, same. I'll probably have to go pretty soon. I gotta go pick her up.
That's all good.
GMC.
We don't really have much to talk about this week.
We got a solid 40 minutes in.
Yeah. It's been a very, very mild cast.
Yeah, which is better than the sad casts.
Yeah.
The depressing casts. I'm just thinking about what we could do.
Not much.
Yeah.
I do think that one of these weeks we need to do the vodcast.
The podcast?
Yeah. Get just really fucking hammered.
Okay, yeah, no, I do like that. I didn't know if you meant like a vaudeville cast.
No. VODKAST.
Which is something we did mention, a vaudeville cast earlier on, like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you were like, it should just be video with like the background music.
Yeah.
So it was like strange that you brought that up again. It's like, wow, you really care about this.
Bringing it around, full circle.
Alright, yeah, no, I do think we should probably get hammered for one of these.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Just get ripped out of our skulls.
Just fucking ripped. It'll be fun because I stopped speaking English at some point, and then I'll just be a blob.
Nah.
Yeah, hey, you guys.
Mayor.
Mayor. No,
I'll just switch into German at some point and see if you notice.
Yeah, Ashley, my roommate's boyfriend, actually does like this German drinking song, which is entertaining. It's entertaining. Reminds me of Evan at its worst and at its best. It's fun.
Speaking of drinking songs, I'm getting my liver ready for St. Patty's Day.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, because it's a Friday, so I'm gonna work all day, and then I'm going downtown. Like, I'll be in my kilt. I'll work in my kilt.
Friday, I have I had a movie. The movie you're in, actually. I didn't tell you this because I found out yesterday at work. It won a film festival in Macon.
Oh, cool.
So Friday, I'm probably gonna go down there.
Premiere.
Yeah, the premiere.
Walk the red rug.
The red rug. The red bathroom carpet. I hope it's shag. I'll lay on it. No, it'll be fun. It's just a little thing, but it won. So
Yeah, cool.
Modest cash prize.
Nice.
$50,000.
I was to say, if it's got 4 digits in it, I'm getting a cut, right?
Yeah. Just you, Nick Strickland. Here's nothing for me.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. It was a good project. Need to have you acting something again soon.
Okay. In the meantime, if you haven't watched it, check out, what is it, A Devil Without Seeing?
A Devil Without Seeing, yeah. It's
On Vimeo?
it's unlisted right now because
Okay.
of the film festivals. They like to have secret things.
Some exclusivity.
Right.
Well, if it gets uploaded elsewhere, we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll say something on this. I'm sure we'll still be doing this podcast by the time I am done with all the film festivals.
I told you about it, but when I showed my wife the film, she goes, "Tell Nick," and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it looks like a real movie.
It looks strangely like an actual movie.
And I was like, I understand what you mean. I'll let him know.
Great. It's good stuff. No, yeah, I think that's the podcast.
That's a podcast.
All right, sweet.
It was,
Yeah?
how was it?
Was it
It's all right.
It was good.
Which I did start listening to that, by the way.
Yeah, what do you think of that, by the way?
I'm only about a third of the way through the first episode, so I'll let you know.
Okay. It's really filmed like centered around that stuff, so it's interesting that you're listening to it. Yeah. No, yeah.
I do like some what they're talking about, but anyways, catch us as usual on Facebook.
Yeah.
We
were Facebook. Facebook will lead you to things like our iTunes. We also have a SoundCloud. We have
Gmail,
podcast
telefy.fm@gmail.com.
Yeah, send us letters. We'll say something about the letters on here. And
we haven't heard from you yet.
Actually, I can check right now and see if anyone's...
We're so wrongry.
Check the inbox real quick. Vamp for me.
Vamping, whoop-a-doo.
You know, I used to love vampire movies, but lately they seem long in the tooth.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, we have no listener emails, which is it's fine. SoundCloud's just mad at us.
It's fine.
But yeah, you guys should send us some stuff.
Yes.
Send us. You guys should send us some stuff.
Yeah.
You guys should send us some stuff, and we'll read that and answer any questions. I feel like that would provide more material.
Yeah, give us something. Give us something to work with me here, people.
Work with me. We want constructive criticism and comments, you know.
Or deconstructive credit. I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, no, just yell at us.
Picture of your middle finger. It will serve just as well.
Yeah, and if you actually really hate us, like really, really hate us, you can go and give us money on Patreon, which will supply us with pizza, which will eventually kill us.
Exactly. It's the slow death.
It's
kill
the
us
slow
the Russian
death. And with me stopping cigarettes, I don't know how else you're going to get that. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, alrighty. Well, as per usual, it's been a podcast, and we will catch you next week.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
But there was no one on the sidewalk, so we all looked back at her, and we saw in her homeless hands she had a 1960s mirror, a pretty plastic girly one framed in a purple case. And she was screaming at herself, and she was spitting at her face. And we were scared and we were shaking, waiting at the intersection, looking at each other's faces, each one a shocked reflection. We laughed with nervous laughter at the crazies in the street, but it's only 'cause we know it's how we kind of want to be. And there's a fraction of a brain cell chain that makes us what we are. One false move, you're in the mirror, someone's laughing from the car. Half a dozen times, and that she has a bunch of mirrors, she has lots of different kinds. And I wondered what she'd shouted, and I wondered what she'd done. And the light turned green and someone said we ought to put her in a song. I feel sorry for that woman as she stormed off in the day, with a bitter frozen enemy who will never go away. So many of us hate ourselves but never shout in rage. We never get to hold a mirror, we never turn the page. And I'm lucky I've got people who'll hold me in the night. And I'm lucky that you love me, and I'm glad we never fight. And I'm lucky that I like myself, but late at night I doubt. So I'm scared to look at mirrors, just in case I start to shout.